All right, guys, it's your boy Mullah. This week got that fire. And they got a Ella Duncan on here in the trap. Sports anchor, a chick who watch sports. That's what I'm talking about, man. Now she says she just had a corona baby, a quarantine baby, whatever you want to call it. Corodians, whatever they call something. She gonna say it. Let's check it out. Chick who watch sports and know about sports more than some men. Hmm.
He's like, swish, look, swish. One time. One and done.
Nah, man, we definitely have a lot of people on our show, a lot of fans that, love sports. That just happens to be your avenue right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm a sports center anchor. I work at ESPN.
First of all, just for a lady, just going over there, putting it down in a male-dominated field.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it because friends would tell you that I'm confrontational in one way, and that is when it comes to sports. So I get paid to kind of do the same thing I'd be doing at a bar.
Right.
Right. Dudes and putting them in their place,
wow.
On sports. So.
When did you fall in love with sports?
Little kid. My whole family is very sports oriented, so we were actually huge Braves fans growing up. I played baseball. My mom knows more about sports than maybe any man I've ever met, and so they just fostered the love of sports in me. I wanted to combine those two things when I got older.
Yeah. You have a very familiar voice here around Atlanta.
I used to do radio here. Yeah, with Ryan Cameron.
Shout out to Ryan Cameron.
What up, RC?
The OG.
The OG, yes. On B103 in Atlanta.
Yeah. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean, it was dope. I met Ryan. I was doing the 2 Live Stews. So anybody knows.
Shout out to them, too.
The Stews, yeah.
You're dropping them already.
You see that? Yeah, I know. You see that? You see these names that I'm dropping? I was an intern on their show, and I met Ryan. I needed a job. Obviously, I was broke, and I was working at a hair salon, and I would take my lunch break and go do radio with the Stews. And so I met Ryan Cameron through them and begged him to give me a chance on his show. And he was like, listen, I'm coming back. He had left to go to D.C. for a little while. He's like, I'm coming back. I need a traffic reporter. Pays like $20,000 a year. I was like, that much? It was a lot when you were like, washing hair for a living.
I was just going to ask you, what was your career like at the hair salon?
Yeah, receptionist and washing hair.
Okay.
I washed Kitty Rogers' hair once.
Hey, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was like, what are these in the hair? Like, got it. The hairline. That's where you can tell the work gets done. And it was a Buckhead salon, so we saw a lot of that. But and the rest was history. He gave me a chance to do traffic, and we had a nice rapport for 10, 11 years on the radio.
That's a nice run.
Really nice run. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So what was it like just, being a part of the hip-hop scene in Atlanta, just seeing it change so many different times, and you like right there at the #1 radio station as it's happening every morning, somebody there.
Yeah, I was like right on the beginning of the AG takeover, the Alex Gideon takeover, right? Like he had just basically owned the
Velvet Room.
Yeah, he had just upgraded from owning parking lots, and he wasn't that removed from being a valet. I mean, I think that's what's so remarkable about AG's story, despite the fact that is he still pulling that bullshit where he sells T-shirts outside or sells shirts outside of the club for $100 and tells you you're not up to
the world been shut down.
Code?
Everybody gets a clean slate.
Do they? So he's selling T-shirts now. Alex, are you still pulling that? He would tell you that you were underdressed, and he'd be like, "But I've got a shirt here for you for $100," and he would make you change into a collared shirt that was from Walmart, so that he could get you for $100 because you drove all the way out to the Velvet Room and your ass was not turning back around. So it was a nice hustle,
especially if you had a parking spot. You remember the parking?
Oh my god,
that was crazy.
It was awful. Went across the street. It was cool. I don't go out anymore. Here, I've heard it's changed quite a bit, but it was dope. Sort of being, I was a little young for ESO. You're young for ESO. ESO was not your thing, right? That's not.
Caught the end of it.
Yeah. So I was much more a Velvet Room compound.
Yeah, I didn't really like going out too tough back in those days. There was a lot going on in the streets. Too many rich people in the club just throwing away money. That was insane to me.
I remember having a party with Alex where he had Diddy coming, and he sold a table next to Diddy to some dude for like $20,000 because the guy just wanted proximity to Diddy. And yes, that excess of money was wildly uncomfortable for someone like me that was making $22,000 a year.
Yeah.
But it was cool to sort of see, you know, what Atlanta was like then compared to sort of what it feels like now, which is a little too Hollywood for my taste, right? Like it feels like.
I wanted to get a little bit more Hollywood.
Do you?
Just a tad
what
bit
way?
more. Where you riding down the street and you see a helicopter with a camera and they shoot like a car chase. Yeah.
You want O.J. Simpson light here in Atlanta all the time.
Yeah, but it's over when they say cut.
Got you. That makes total sense.
Yeah. All right, back to traffic, everybody. Now, where are you originally from?
Atlanta. I grew up, I say Atlanta adjacent. She's giving my husband giving me the look. He's from East Point, so he can really say Atlanta. I'm from
East Point.
You know where Marietta is?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm from the town next to it, called Powder Springs, Georgia.
Okay.
A little suburb. Someone said, "Ooh, you know where that is?"
Yeah, you
It's
can
real
catch a
loud.
ride to Powder Springs.
But hell no. No, it's at least 45 minutes from here.
Yeah.
It's the country. But I moved to the city when I was 22 and was there until I moved to pursue my sports career.
See, that's what people don't know, though. All the cities that's around the city lit, too, bro. Powder Springs got their own drama out there. Marietta,
Yep.
Ackworth. Bro, you don't know about them late nights in Ackworth. Shit get real around there.
We used to have this place called the Dirty Bird Cafe. You can guess when the year was. I'm aging myself. And it would go down in there. I mean, it was just like some little place in a strip mall. But we would go in there. They had Jamal Anderson's pictures everywhere. And we would just go in there and they would, play a stupid song once a night. And like everyone would get a free round of shots, which was bad because we were 17. They would just serve underage kids. It was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days.
Yeah, man. What happened? We got old and responsible.
Man, now look at you. You all responsible and professional and working at Sports Center. What's this whole experience like?
Right.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I get to talk about sports for a living, and that's cool. But I think that most importantly, I'm trying to, on a serious note, represent. Have representation because I knew I could do. Right, I knew I could
To
do this because I
represent
love
the
Robert
females,
did.
what's going on
And,
here?
and so I'm trying to pave as many ways as I can so the next generation of like young Black females that want
There you go.
to your point,
They all go.
spaces feel empowered to do it. And
Right.
so,
What advice would you give them?
yeah, to use all of the things that make you uniquely female to your advantage. I think women are sort of conditioned to believe that everything that they do is antithetical to what they need, right? Act like a man, be tough, don't use your compassion or your emotion or you'll be deemed as weak. But I think that women are so good at things, we overcomplicate it. And it's not so complicated. Speak up for yourself, advocate for yourself, use your voice, and most importantly, lean on your intuition and all the things that make you uniquely female, because it's the one thing we've got over men, and it's been weaponized, but it's a strength.
Are you ready to finally scale with YouTube ads?
That's dope. You really said a mouthful right there.
I've been known to do that.
I don't know if you just summoned all the women to form Voltron or what. I just felt like that needed an extra moment.
Unite.
Use your womanness. I was
Yes.
like, what is she saying
Yes.
right now?
All of it. You know.
Look
That's
outside,
a power.
there's gonna be women flying and shit.
If you've got womanness, then you know what I mean. You know.
I don't. I have no idea.
You recognize it.
I have manness.
What's madness involved?
I can break shit, open shit, lose shit, fall asleep fast.
That's your superpower.
And at this point, you wouldn't believe how good I am at leaving.
Excellent.
Like you don't have to tell me twice. I'm ready to go.
Always.
We can leave as soon as we get there.
So are you one of those people that like are already sort of thinking of your excuse to leave, or do you Irish goodbye? Like you're good with just going.
I'm so used to leaving. I don't even make excuses.
Nice.
I just
You
leave.
just go.
What do I need an excuse for?
You don't. You're a grown ass man.
I'm not making no excuses. I can't. I didn't say I was gonna stay.
So you do like a drive-by appearance.
Sound like my cousin.
Most of the
Okay.
time. And people should understand that.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're a busy man.
Exactly.
So what would predicate you staying for a long time at something? Like how good would that event, party, or scene have to be?
It would have to be fun.
Okay.
Like not like people doing stuff fun. Like, this is just fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most underrated things. People overlook fun. Like, you turn into an adult, and then you get all serious about life, and you forget to have some fun.
Yes.
You gotta have some fun, man. That's why it's so dope to have people like you that can come through and do, that are actually in the field that they want to be in, doing what they want to do, and having fun.
That's the key to life, Rose, is sheer joy. Like, I know it sounds super corny. I was talking to a colleague recently about this, and I would like to believe, I'm joking about superpowers being loneliness, but I'd like to believe that my superpower is trying to be a joyful person and bring joy to other people. So I appreciate being here because I love your show, and I think what you guys do here is great. I love how much it's grown. Sort of seeing,
Come on.
Well, you guys are like what Atlanta is about, right? Creative people coming together,
Right.
believing in something, speaking to a certain group of people who has largely been ignored. And then those people rally and they give you your flowers and they respond to you, and to see what you guys have done and how much you're growing, I think it's amazing. So I'm really glad that you had me, because we've been planning this. I've talked to Chad months ago. We've been planning this for months, the ability for me to come and hang out with you guys. So I do appreciate
need to
this.
be here.
Yeah, I
You
appreciate
got to come and give us some updates. Who you think gonna get Julio Jones?
Ooh. I saw something the other day, and I was
Ella
like,
Duncan
this makes so
All
much
right,
sense.
guys. All right, y'all can go check that out. So that's just a little intake and look on women that know about sports more than men. That's just for the ladies. Shout out to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So it's your boy Mullah. This week at that 5, and I'll be back with another one. So I'm out of here.